Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're so excited. Today's topic is, what's today's topic, Mark?
How to build your dream team, or otherwise, what are we doing here tonight and every first Tuesday of every month? It's kind of what this one means. Mr. Ali, good evening.
Good evening, Mark. I'm excited to be here.
Anybody here been here before? Okay, a couple of returnee type of people. You're not impersonating Rob. You're better than Rob.
Yes.
Well, who are you, Mr.?
My name is Ali. Most of you, seen me, know me. We've been here before. I work at the CAZA Group with Rob and Mark. I'm a real estate agent. I specialize in helping investors. That's what I really enjoy, solving difficult problems. I also help agents build business around how do you work with investors. Who are you, Mark?
Sell houses to investors.
I sell houses to investors.
Sell houses for investors. Right?
Exactly.
You help put investors into property.
Yeah.
Cool. Might be somebody I want to know. Good evening. I am Mark Beckett. Those who have been here before may have recognized me. I do this every so often with my partner Rob for, I don't know, about the last 14 years. I'll talk about why in a second because it's germane to this topic this evening. But I also run our investment division where we buy properties that we renovate and resell, rent out, and do some short-term rentals. I'll buy just about anything if it kind of makes sense. So if you got anything you think makes sense, I'd love to talk about it. We partner with people. We have a lending arm that we can talk about. If anybody's looking for money for their projects, if looking for a partner for their project, anybody wants somebody just to chat about real estate, I'd be happy to do that with you. And we also run a construction company where we do pre-listing renovation work for agents. Anybody here is an agent. Once their house cleaned up, the way a flipper would, your client can flip their houses same way I do, right? We're happy to help people do that. So if anybody's ever interested in that, please come chat and say hello. I'm also given to understand that there's what I'd probably refer to as a smattering of lowbrow alcohol on the table in there. I feel free. I've got the only Sam Adams, but it's warm, so I'm not doing any better than the cold Bud Light, which is cold, but apparently also Bud Light. So do with that information as you will. Otherwise, I believe there's bathroom code on the sign up front. Everybody needs to go to the restroom. We have restrooms outside in the lobby there at the top of the elevator bank. That's us.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, man.
I want to know how many people signed up on Meetup, even though they were coming, because I will kind of want to be able to predict that. So how many people signed up on Meetup saying they're coming here? Okay. Wow.
All right.
Good to know.
Thank you. Everybody else, as long as the room fits, feel free to show on up. But if you're able to sign up for Meetup, heaven forbid one day we're actually able to kind of somewhat reliably predict who's coming. I can have more warm Bud Light for everybody. I just need to know how many warm Bud Lights to put out. So feel free to sign up on the old Meetup. Help us out head count. That'd be great. All right. So the other thing that we typically do, we've got just enough people. I think it still makes sense to do it. This is a networking function, right? We're going to yap about what we're here to talk about, but I'm not a guru. I'm not a professional educator. I'm not selling you anything. There's literally zero for sale in the back of the room, except for the free warm Bud Light. What we do here is talk about real estate, our business and how it works for us, maybe how it works for you. And we also give you a quick minute just to say hello. You can tell us what you're here for, what you do in real estate investing, what you might want to do in real estate investing. If you've got money, if you need money, if you have a deal, you want a deal, you want a partner, say it. That's what we're here for. And at the end of the night, we'll hang out for a little bit. And if you heard of anybody that said, ooh, that guy's got cheap money, I think he'll give it away. Go talk to him, right? They're in the room. But let's just go around the room real quick, all right, and have everybody say hello. Cons people. You want to say hello? You're not in the audience.
I'd love to say hello.
Say hello.
My name is Mike. I am with the CAZA Group. I'm an agent and an investor. On the investment front, I look to buy and hold. Currently, I'm mostly long-term rentals, but I am interested in short-term and getting more into that. On the agent front, I work with a lot of investors, people looking to house hack, and then also people looking to purchase short-term rentals.
Nice. And slightly less easy to see behind our middle line.
I'm the area director for Aurora Home Remodeling, which is Mark's construction company. I'm also an agent on Rob's CAZA Group team. So I do a little bit of everything.
So that pre-sale renovation work, if anybody has a client that needs a house cleaned up and flipped for themselves for maximum profit, see Scott. Okay, cool. Sir, say hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Tim Tower. I met Mike the other night, so we were talking about some available homes in the area. So he invited me to this networking events. I used to own a residential investment property as an Airbnb. Just moved to the area, retired military, just looking to get into another home and then potentially move into this market as an investor. Hold some homes, that sort of thing.
Welcome.
Well, good to see you. Yes, hi.
How you doing? I am Matt Albanese. Heard about this from a friend who's actually not here, so. Yes, I think he's showing up a little bit late. Tom? Well, I'm Fred Tom's, yes, and there's Buddy Morgan. Yep. One that we got.
Yeah.
But I think Mark will be here, so. But yeah, my day job is I open up motorcycle dealerships. My passion though is certainly real estate, buy and hold long-term rental properties. Would love to learn more about the flip game, particularly the ins and outs of the renovation piece. I think that's one area that I feel like I'm not comfortable with and would love to at some point learn more about.
Awesome. Well, good to see you. Yes, sir.
Hey, my name is Raghu. I got here because my wife dragged me here. Not really. Actually, we own a home. We wanna like rent out and move up the plan and eventually invest more long-term rental properties. That's the goal. But this session here is for us to learn as much as we can. My day job, I work in the tech industry. I manage software teams. That's what I do. That's pretty much it.
Welcome.
Well, good to see you. Yes, hello.
I'm Shweta, I'm his wife, we brought him in here. So I come from a real estate family, I've done quite a bit of real estate in India, looking to broaden my horizons.
Great.
Welcome.
You're the real estate mastermind of the operation. Good enough.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm Nina, and I'm traveling family office, and Ram, who he got me here. And I do believe in real estate investment. I have done it myself too. I want to learn more about how you can develop the land and get it like, have like 3 or 4 homes built there, like how do you do that? And also if you find a fixer up or a home, like how do you go about it?
Excellent.
You're in the right place.
Very good avenues. Good to see you. Mr. Rame, what's going on, buddy?
Very good. So how are you?
Good.
I'm Ram Bala. I'm with Keller Realty Infinity. Been a real estate agent for 22 years. Help a lot of people with investments, and I do have quite a bit of investment properties myself. However, I do want to get into more of land investment, and that's why I think this group is going to be my mentor.
You're hooked up in Prince William, right? You know, people developing commercial type land in the Prince William area, right?
Late last night, I bought the first land in Prince William.
There you go.
And I want to talk to anybody who can give me some advice because I have no idea. I just wrote the full price offer.
Okay.
I will help you, and I just call everybody the seasoned agent.
Yeah.
However, I do need somebody else to help me out. So anybody who's the land specialist, please raise your hand and please come and contact me because I desperately need help.
Okay, you're doing it. It'll probably work great. It may go terrible. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you.
I have 60 days to decide whether it's really terrible and back out. So, but I don't want to wait till the 60th week, only to, as a pure professional respect for the listing agent. However, with about 10 acres at $300,000, I said, what the heck, let's just give it a shot.
I love it. We'll learn anytime. All right, so we have the whole recent grid AI agent investor section over here. Mr. Sloan, say hello, recently minted grid investor agent.
My name is Sloan Reason. I'm a Reston realtor. I do some buy and hold investing. And I am particularly interested in learning a little more about private lending side of things and subject to CMOS. That's currently with Reston. And might still be open to learn more buy and hold in the Reston area.
Awesome. Cool stuff in the rest. Your name will go to you and then kind of swing back to the other direction.
Cool. Hi, everybody. I'm Janae. I am an investor agent on the CAZA team. And I mainly work in DC. I do DC Maryland and Virginia, but mostly investment.
No people flipping in DC, sold stuff for investors in DC.
Yeah.
You're doing work in downtown. Janae is probably already there. Talking to her. Ooh. Mark, Teresa, I don't know who to go to from. Go to Teresa, get closer. Can't love you much more. Hello.
I'll do this, he did last time. So,
we've been involved in almost every area of real estate that there is, I think. But what I do primarily now is, living. And I've done that for since 2015. We do extremely selective private lending. And we have some buy and holds as well. And I'm an agent, but I really don't like to buy or sell property for myself. What I like to do is have agents bring me a property that I can buy off market so that I can turn around and give them all the commissions, both when I buy and I turn around and give them a full price listing when I sell. And if they're agent investors, or they're interested in learning how to do flips, we've been doing them extremely successfully. And I started in commercial real estate with the airlines building stuff in 1982. So we've been doing this a little while. And what we do to operate an incentive for people to bring us great off-market deals so that we can flip on things. I will let you shadow the whole project and our whole process to whatever extent you want to, if you bring us the deal. Besides giving you all the commissions that we have on it. So that's what we do. Present and Mark, and
And they're amazing.
One take, Mark, you got anything to add to that?
Just that her last property was featured on public television.
There we go.
If you lived here, great show, great project, mid-century modern, they loved it. Mid-century modern project in Annandale right now, so great, another huge win.
Beautiful. And as Rob said, the best people in the room. Big hugs. Say hello.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm Brandon Wagner, another dime a dozen real estate agent investor as well. So started with the Cotton Group here, and I currently kind of focus on house hacking and short-term rentals.
Awesome.
Awesome. Good to see you. Alicia representing you're flying the flag.
Oh.
Dan ran away. Say hello.
Well,
Well, then you say hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm Daniel Nice. I'm an agent on the CAZA Group. I love medium term rentals. So if you know anything about medium term, let's talk to you. Also, I have a couple questions related to Section 8. So if you are experienced in Section 8, I'd love to ask you a couple questions.
Where's John?
We also have a podcast called Help Me Market, where we talk about building wealth in real estate. And if anyone has a story that they would love to share that, simplifies building wealth in real estate, we would have you guys on.
Yes. The podcast, absolutely. If anybody? We would love to have you.
There you go. Good stuff. Hi. Yeah, we'll take, yeah.
Okay,
go ahead.
I'm Roberta. I've also been in real estate for 20 years and licensing in DC, Maryland and Virginia. And I just finished my agent investor certification with Great, and I'm looking for, things and hold, buy and hold, and, I have investors, but yeah.
Wonderful.
Welcome.
Good to have you. A smile lady's right. Javi, that's not you back there. Hello, my friend. We're just introducing ourselves. Even if we know you for a long time, say hello.
Yeah, I'm Javier. This is my first time here. I've been involved for a long time. I haven't done any real estate investment, but I'm here to learn. Awesome. Yeah, how to do it. We start getting off the corporate business.
Well, when our friends start showing up for stuff, that's where it's at. I want to make my friends rich. All right, let's go to the front.
Just take a picture.
All right, my name is Mark. I'm an agent investor. I'm looking for long-term holds. I have a story about the design that I'll share in a second. It's the reason I'm here, but I'm just looking for just well-roundedness. I have known Rob for about 7 years now. And this sign, I've been going to Brunswick, Maryland for a new construction build for literally about a year now. This has been in the last neighborhood in Lovettsville in Loudoun County. So I just sent him an email. I was like, you want me to bring back your sign?
That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Man, we got our 39 cents worth out of that one.
Every time I saw it.
That's awesome. Hey, what's up?
Justin Shutters. I'm a commercial lender with Bank of Clark. I have our office in Tyson's. I finance commercial buildings and also do up to 100% financing for developers.
Awesome.
Money needs money. Yes, hello.
I'm sure, I'm just looking to, I guess, more people and also give money to the,
Excellent. Welcome. To have you. Hello.
Hi, my name is Linda. I'm
Sanders, making their role in governor's first bill for the better.
Nice.
It's a, first event ever, so.
Speaking of Southeast, I've got somebody that's gonna turn me on to some rental property in the district. Anybody might be interested in picking up some rental units there. Let me know. I have some information shortly on like a half a dozen or so units, spread in a couple of buildings that will be available for sale. It is in, I don't know the exact address off the top of my head, but I believe it's in the southeast one. Southeast DC. I will get some information shortly. Welcome, hello, yes, Mr. Jake, what's up?
My name is Jake, not from State Farm. It's 6 years. We've been testing this area and I'm always willing to listen to Ali speak. It's a couple of and I always want to learn more.
Thank you for being
We're
here.
doing something at least vaguely, right? Hello.
Into a lot of these real estate classes. It's actually my first event here for the Great CAZA event. Came to the one on Saturday, which is about real estate investing. I'm new to the whole real estate investing market. Definitely here to learn, to understand more about the real estate investment market, how to do flips, wholesale, how to do buy the property, hold out for a long-term perspective. So it's here to learn, here to meet everybody, and here to see what we have.
I like it. I'm working my way back around the roof stretch. You're very tall and easy to see. Say hello.
Yep. My name's Matt Neese. I'm actually from Charlottesville, Virginia. I'm a realtor down there. Been a realtor for 3 years. Been an investor for most of that time. We own, my business partner and I own 7 properties, all long-term holds, loans, about 5 of those last year. On 2 of them, we're doing classic burrs. I wouldn't call them flip, but a little bit of renovation. So that's the process. But Daniel and Matt, we did a sale together. So we do like 11 for the year. So I'm just here, just lucky. I had to be here tonight. We just want to together. Hang out like that. Awesome. But, biggest interest, I mean, we're kind of going from that. I feel like 7 to 20 properties is a big jump because you're still managing all your own stuff, which we are. A lot. So scalability is my biggest interest at the moment.
Nice. Good deal. Welcome and congratulations. Saw your triple double last week. Nice work in the paint. So, yes, sir. Hello. Did you say hello in the back there, sir? Is that you right there next to the nice nieces? Yeah,
Go for
ahead.
it.
There's no one.
This is my third meeting. I work in healthcare. I have a staffing agency. And I'm looking to buy lands in Northern Virginia.
Welcome.
There's a little bit of it left.
Brian Engleman, I'm new to the group, new investor. I work for the county government. I'm a data guy, I'm an auditor, everything population. Yeah, I could be, figured why not get into real estate investing. I like wholesaling and like the property investments. I have some family in Baltimore, so I'm looking to invest as well. A lot of dynamic neighborhoods and a lot of change going on. So I have an interest there as well. Bought my first house in April 2020. I got that. And I've learned a lot as a result of
Isn't it fun? Prince William, Rob, GIS, highest and best use land, right? Make the contact. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm John here. I'm here to learn more about real estate investing. I do have a couple of rental properties, but it's sort of part-time basis. Full-time, I own and operate a co-working space license. I like to learn about investing, wholesaling.
Awesome. All right, talking about investing in wholesaling, Mike, you're up.
What's up, everybody? Mike Capello. I run Sell Simply. We are an investor wholesaler. We do some buying and holding in kind of Western markets, Front Royal, Winchester, a little bit in West Virginia. And just here to meet people that are interested in those markets, anybody that may have deals out there or looking for deals out there. We do source some deals, we do some wholesaling. And so looking forward to meet some new faces tonight.
Good to see you. Yes, sir. Hello.
This is Mahmoud Audition. I'm originally from Egypt. I did investment banking back home, and here I'm like finance manager of private equity at Listen Energy. And what brings me to the real estate is I'm a number guy, so I love numbers. So once I bought my first house, I said, oh my God, why am I not in the real estate business? So I've been attending every event I could have attended with CAZA and Red generally, and I think I've been attending it for like 3 months so far. Haven't missed except one session. And honestly, because I've learned a lot about real estate, I've learned a lot of like opportunities and how things can be done. You guys summarize everything in like very organized and orchestrated way, and seeing people who have done things that you have researched is different. So like there's a nice quote that said like, I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, but when I do, I understand. So I'm all in with these guys. So hopefully oh, by the way, I got my license to be an agent like 2 months ago.
Nice.
So wish me luck, but hopefully I will need this transition into being full-time agent.
Well, good to see. You. And that's the whole point. Try to get everybody just knowledgeable enough to be dangerous. Go out there, do something. It won't kill you. You'll learn a lot. Maybe you make money, maybe you don't. You learn a lot and then you get better, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Yes, sir. Hello.
Hi there. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexander Brower. I'm really happy to go right after you as well, because I am a retired Big Four management consultant. I spent about 8, 9 years in that area of finance transformation. So I've traveled across the entire area of the United States and outside the United States. Before that, I have about 15 years of finance experience across 3 different companies, across all varying levels of analyst to finance director, executive, and CEO. For the CFO as well. My wife and I are retired, probably gray hairs, and pretty much I'm here to learn about private lending because it's that time to reallocate capital in the most efficient manners with goals that are going to be done in the right environment that is accelerating its population and in its pricing. So for me, I'm here to learn as much as possible about private lending. I also met the gentleman, Mike Weber over here as well too. So he convinced me to come to this event tonight to meet all of you and then determine my next steps forward in the private lending area and market. So I feel like I'm surrounded.
Awesome. And indeed you are. And some of us are even slightly dated ribbons.
And you want to connect with Sherry at the end of the night.
We talked earlier.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Alex as well. And I'm starving. I look at all of you and all I can think about is pizza. I'm in real estate investing, but I gotta tell you, in the next week, I'm closing on my first P&L deal. It's a property out in West Virginia. So, I like a flipper. Because I have 3 properties that I'm looking at. One of them is, well, they all have their interesting aspects to them, but I'm hoping to close on a sale. I'm looking at a house in Great Falls tomorrow that I might be able to get a great deal on. So if you're interested in moving into this area, maybe you and I can talk, because I'm really here because I'd like to get buyers first. I have a lot of energy, sorry. But sorry, this is a big part of my life. Yeah, so
Asking each other to see.
not thinking about it. I'm thinking about, I really want to build a buyer portfolio because right now, just in terms of Dream Team, I'm working with a partner in Norfolk. She's looking at a couple of properties this week. I've got a property I'm looking at tomorrow. Property in Norfolk will need to be flipped, and it's a great for. I just can't do it because I'm not ready, but it's a great for. I mean, this market is absolutely cool. But at the end of the day, I really want to get a good buyer's list because I think as we're getting into real estate investing, we wonder won't ask people, all right? You might have something to sell, but if you don't have something to buy. So private money lending, all these other things, and I just love what you said about like taking people along with you on the journey. I want to be able to do that as well too as I get more advanced. But anyway, this has already been just so great to come here, and I
Our work here is done. Bruce, what's up?
I'm Vicky Belly. I am agent investor, bridge certified, with the CAZA Group at Keller Williams. In real estate for 19 years, licensed in Virginia and Maryland. And I am interested in buying and holding and also subject to.
Nice.
Good time, good person, good stuff to know. Welcome. Chad, wake up. Eyes up front.
So, my name's Jackson, I've been coming here for several years. Whenever I can make it, I love the company, things I've learned a lot from, Rob and Mark. I'd like to meet a commercial builder. I have some land in, Montgomery County and would like to build apartments on it. Also, I'd like to get into pop tops, it's really hard to buy and fix and flips these days. The prices have gone kind of crazy, so I think you just have to take the top off and build. So if any of you are builders that can do that, I would love to,
Make that connection. Good, that's what we're here for, to make that connection. Hello. You on the phone? Oh, okay, good. Hello.
Chris is the letters, second time here is very, isn't it?
Morning is good.
Welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cherie of Something Funded. We are private money lenders. We're looking for money. We have some cash to deploy. Also, if you're a wholesaler, I'd like you on my team as well. So come and see me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sherry.
Good to have money in the room. Hello. Like say hello.
My name is Ajana. This is my second time here. But I'm new to real estate investing. I made a mistake with my second investment. I got too attached to the property that I got, so the numbers are not making sense.
Right over that. I've been there. Joe D, what's up?
Yes, my name is Joe. I'm with Keller Williams Fairfax Gateway, agent, investor. I've got a few long-term rentals. I generally run into a flip deal once a year. Networking, trying to learn some more. Just different ideas. And been an agent for about 13 years. I was a loan officer for about 9 years. Pretty busy as a realtor, so it's hard to get out there and do the rest when it comes to the investing side. But
Owns a pretty
trying my
solid,
darndest to do that.
owns a pretty solid chunk of the mind share in Fairfax County on the real estate side. You need to know what's going on. Joe knows what's going
Gotta
on.
go with Joe.
Good to see you. That's right. Hello, sir.
Hey, everybody, my name is Edwin. I've been coming to CAZA for the past 3 times. I bought a house in Reston about a year ago, so I fell in love with the process. And, so I make my money in my job, and I make sure I'm sort of diversified investor, and I felt that, real estate, falling in love with, the whole process. I realized that I could do it as a business, so I'm still learning how to do it.
Awesome. We're all here for learning. Thank you. Good to see you. Yes, sir. Say hello.
Hi, everyone. My name is Luis. I'm a structural engineer. And I'm here to learn more about real estate investments.
Welcome.
Well,
Yeah, structural.
engineer. It's good to know one of those. Don't want stuff falling down. Yes, hello.
Hi, I'm Olga Rywards. I'm new to Reston, just moved here recently. Real estate is my passion. I've been in mortgage banking for 23 years, with Truist Bank, help my clients buy their dream homes, vacation homes, can also support investors if you're looking to buy and hold rental properties and looking for opportunities in multifamily, more units, the better, and just want to meet new people. So it's great to meet everyone.
Come to a good room for that. Welcome to the best little hometown in all of the Eastern Seaboard.
Thanks.
All 4 seasons, lovely lakes. Just don't mind the $800 a year that goes for nothing. Don't get us started. Yes, hello.
Hi, everyone. My name is Norma. I'm new to real estate. My interest is in rental properties. I work in the healthcare field right now.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hi.
Hello, my name is Samrick. I was brought out here by my friend Coleman. This is my first time here, and I'm just looking to learn more about real estate.
Awesome. Well, you'll thank your friend Coleman later.
It's also his birthday, by the way, so we're so happy.
Happy birthday, Coleman.
Hey, can we offer you some pizza we had? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Everyone else ate it.
No, thanks, guys. My name's Holman Bales. Primarily I'm a residential mortgage lender with Atlantic Coast Mortgage. I work with, the CAZA team and I'm the mortgage lender, so we do a lot of business together. Also work with Sharif on hard money as well, since we funded. But I started coming to these grid meetings just basically, interested in real estate investing as well. So own a couple rental properties, we've done a couple flips here and there, but yeah, here to learn everything I can and know what.
And happy birthday, and I hope we made up for eating your birthday pizza. That's to get a dang piece of it. Yes, hello.
Hi, everybody. My name is Paul Wilmot, longtime member of Grid, new member of the CAZA group. My journey started just like a lot of you guys, come from IT sales background, been following Grid. Now, my job and my goal is to expand this community out to Loudoun, so interview Ashburn, Loudoun folks that are interested in getting involved in an upcoming Grid. Be happy to connect with you, love to chat. Happy to be here. Looking forward to meeting you folks.
Awesome. Cool. Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi. The well-dressed lady in the back. Hello. Say hi.
Okay, so my name is CAZA Reston. I'm a real estate agent. Investor. I have a property here. I used to live in Dubai, so I have properties there.
You're gonna say I've got a lot of money.
Game here. It's different, different approach, different scenario, everything. So it's very interesting. I'm very much interested in learning more. The game is different here, so that's why I'm here. I need to connect with people, with networking as well as knowing what the system is.
Love it. Ram here wants to build the Burj Khalifa of Prince William County. So you guys can connect. I'll be interested to see that building. Yes, sir. Say hello. Yes.
Hello, first I'm here. My name is John Hermes. I'm an investor and also property in Florida and here. I'll be receiving some capital this year, so I want to know where I'm going to park it. But I'm here to member.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Hey, my
Yes,
name
sir.
is Malcolm.
Yeah.
It's my first time here. But I learned about real estate and that.
Awesome. Welcome, Mr. Malcolm.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
my name is Vikas Kaur. I've been coming to CAZA probably 3-4 years now. I got into my investment, so I invest mostly out of state, North Carolina. Buy and hold long term, but I buy distressed properties and then I hold them. So trying to expand now in Virginia and continue to do what I'm doing in North Carolina.
Excellent. North Carolina. That's exciting. Cool. Anybody else come in that didn't get to say hello that wants to say hello? Yes, hello.
Also joined the basketball team here, the grid started. My name's Thomas Ward. Learned about the grid through Mike Weber, who I'm working with also with House Hack out this way. But I've lived out in Shenandoah for the last 5 years or so. I have an Airbnb out there in Luray, which is doing great. So started that about a year ago. That started me on the path and love how much learning there is. Love how much there is to learn. And love being here and learning as much as I can. So know some contractors and also some people just looking to privately sell out in Shenandoah. That would be of use to anybody up this way.
I think we need some contractors out in Shenandoah, right? Okay. Have some chats there. Yeah, right.
I'm interested in learning about Airbnb.
Oh, Airbnb is a topic that we actually discussed for an entire evening here. And coming up maybe in just a couple of months. So definitely come back with that. We'll chat about it later on tonight. Anybody else need to say hello that I missed? Everybody had a chance to kind of introduce themselves to the room. John, you said hello, right? Let's get you, John.
No, be quiet, John.
My personal favorite property manager and manager of a sizable chunk of the portfolio, John Malcolm, say hello.
Hello, everybody. My name is John Malcolm. I'm Mark said. I am the owner of PMI Fairfax, residential and commercial farmers company. Been a person in my since 2006, so I'm looking forward to buy and hold. Go figure. But I will not turn away a flip. And I also won't turn away a podcast or a coffee or tea or whatever. I like to say I haven't seen it all, but I've seen a lot and happy to help.
Wealth of knowledge of landlording, owning, rental property management things. All things.
Yeah, when we're in trouble, we call John.
That's right. What's going on? We got John back. All right, where'd my little Latin brother go? Oh, my brother, my other brother. He just showed up and kind of waved his hands and rolled out? Fine, well, then that's it. That's all I've got. Thank you all very much for coming tonight. We'll see you in another month. All right, no, there's more. Oh, no, I forgot a very important part. This is all mumbo jumbo. Don't believe any of it. It's all highly illegal. Everything I'm about to tell you is absolute garbage. Or not, but do your due diligence, right? I'm not an attorney, I'm not an accountant, I'm not your mom, just kind of watch out for yourself, right? There's a couple people talking about real estate. And not just wasting time, because that really is important for tonight's discussion, right? What do we have in the room? We got agents, we got money, we got lenders, we got property managers, we got tech people, we got data people. Everything you need is within arm's reach of where you sit right now. And the vast majority of us met one another sitting in one of those seats at one point or another. And every single one of us at one point or another started with, if not zero, we were close to zero in the way of knowledge and got it from somewhere and got just bold enough to try something, right? That's the point. That's what we're trying to get. We want to get everybody here at least bold enough to try something. Hopefully try something with a friend or a partner if you need to, because that just makes things better and easier, right? That's the reason that we want to make sure everybody kind of understands who's here. There's a lot of cool people in this room. There's a lot of people with different experience, a lot of people that are hustling, people that have money, people that are doing stuff. Talk amongst yourselves at some point this evening if you can, and you will see that you don't need to do any more than this kind of thing to be massively successful in real estate investing. Courses are great. I believe in education. There's all kinds of other things you can do, but just talking to other people about their experience in real estate, and heaven forbid, finding one of them that thinks the way maybe you do, might be interested in doing something. That's how everybody starts. So I highly encourage you to do that, and we will do that. After our chat about the topic, we'll hang out for a little bit. And if you heard somebody say they were doing something that you want to talk about, go make a connection, right? Don't have anybody else to talk to. Talk to Ali, he's easy to see. I'll be up here too, but much more interesting are all the fun things that Ali has to say. Mike's easy to spot. All the tall people will kind of stand up here.
I feel short compared to Mike, but yeah.
Ron's always got fun stuff to say. Yeah, go ahead.
I know that we might possibly be short on time in terms of trying to connect with some of the people that we want.
We'll go fast.
If we need to connect with anybody that we will, what is the mechanism that you have so that we can just talk to them after the meeting, not necessarily today, but maybe later on.
Please don't let me forget at the very end, we should have information for how everybody can connect and stay connected with one another, right? So if that doesn't pop up at the end of this slideshow, we've done a horrible job of connecting everybody. So I will talk about how we can all stay connected. All right, cool. All right, so that's the chit chat intro portion. What we're here talking about is dream team stuff, right?
Yeah, building a dream team.
A dream team. What does that mean to you?
To me, it means, the connections that you make, your net worth is about your network. And there's many people here that met each other. The reason I'm here is because I met somebody that connected me through Grid, and my life changed, honestly. So when it comes to investing, you need more than just yourself. Like in the beginning, we're in the journey of learning, but flippers need contractors, we need wholesalers, we need money, right? Like we need property managers, we need agents. So your network is really your net worth here, and it happens in this room.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And before I forget, we got people in the room, I think they were doing deals. Who has sold a house for themselves or somebody else as an agent in the last 30 to 90 days? If people sold some houses. How'd it go? Anybody have anything other than a pretty good experience in the last 90 days trying to sell a house?
There's a lot of seller help.
A lot of seller.
I sold one on Monday in Silver Spring. It was a bidding war. I had one in Upper Marlboro. I had telling the lake next to me. I had like 60 showings, and someone came in at 480,000, 15,000 above. They just want 4% seller help.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's just Upper Marlboro, a lot of seller help. Alexandria have a tough neighborhood, a lot of seller help.
Yeah.
So in the good neighborhoods, bidding up, but there's a lot of seller help. I think another thing is a pro tip: if a people spend an offer on your house and they haven't locked in the rate, I wouldn't change your status in the MLS until they locked in the rate. That's happened to me twice now.
Yeah, they're changing again every day.
I've had the opposite. I had the house I put on the market last weekend, 950,000 in Fairfax Station. 4 days with the open house, we had 110 groups
through the house and 13 offers, 107,000 under this.
Yeah.
107 over list ain't bad. That's better than a sharp stick in the eye. We just went under contract last week on a rehab. I don't know how many showings, but 4 offers in 48 hours and took cash 35 over asking with no contingency, so that's not bad either. It was better than I thought. I was concerned about inventory in particular. But obviously it worked out okay.
Yeah, as we see interest rates go over 7 now, what on our team, we're seeing on the buyer side, we're competing still, and on the seller side, we had a listing in Gainesville with 80 showings from Thursday to Sunday. I think Dave had like 11 offers on his. What are you seeing, Heather? You raise your hand.
I'm just gonna mimic the same comment. I'm in Central Virginia near the university, but at every price point. And I was told by 250 when you find offers in the weekend. And I just kind of always sell one at $1 million with the same thing.
So
Mimic the same comment.
it's a little self-serving because we do it for a living, but it really felt like what was making a lot of the difference was actually move-in ready, clean, all of the problems removed kind of stuff. The stuff that hasn't sold were the houses that weren't renovated or hadn't had the problems resolved or had some obvious things to be done. And if you don't have that as your listing, you're much better off from a competitive standpoint. Of course, price solves every problem, but I always tell people, why would you ever leave money on the table if you can help it? You can get price and sell faster if you're in good condition. Do you have an ad?
It's not always that. I mean, there's a multi-house in Woodbridge that's
We had one here in Reston on the market that got like a gajillion offers on it that needed renovation, right? So everything's always about price relative to condition, right? Always price relative to condition.
That's the other option.
Yeah.
So all these that are selling quickly, are you going in low and letting it bid up? I mean, if you price it too high, I assume we're seeing things still sitting in our area where things are priced.
Yeah,
You wanna
it's
talk about our approach to pricing?
yeah. So when I talk to my clients, it's about at or below market value net more, right? And that's scary for a seller to hear of. What do you mean go below market value? But competition and fear of loss on the buyer side makes them move quickly, makes them write the offer. Honey, let's write an offer before we lose it, right? And more competition will push the price higher. So what I always tell my sellers is at or below market value. Considering right now, market value, if you see a comp that was 9 months ago, a year ago, and payments are much higher, that's not necessarily a comp anymore, right? So figuring out what the real market value is and pricing it correctly is 75% of the battle when it comes to selling a home.
Yeah.
Jay?
I think that the market is definitely in a shift. Compared to last couple months of last year and these past 2 months, I think it was a huge difference. And a lot of people are looking for homes that are completely renovated, no problems, and staged. I think staging has a lot to do with selling homes right now.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Yeah.
The house repair taxation, paint, carpet, stage, original kitchen, original bathroom.
Yeah. Clean.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that no one said like, okay, I just bought my house in Oakland, right? At 1.5 million. I have a 2.87% interest rate. Let's say I found a house right now with a tennis court, the indoor basketball court, and a soccer field in the back, which is what I've always dreamt of having, but I don't have it. I'm not gonna give up my 2.87% interest rate. So I'm gonna be stuck with my 1.5 million. I'm blessed to have it, right? It's, 8,000 square feet, but I'm not selling. And so my point is that in Ashford, there's only one house for sale out of 5,000 homes. So yes, that's great that you have all this, but it's just a lack of obviously inventory because no one wants to give up their rate.
That's right. So it's all, every market is supply and demand. But we have reduced supply because people don't want to give up their under 3% loans. So supply is low. So that doesn't keep demand high. It just, we don't have enough supply to satisfy demand. So prices stay good.
Yeah.
Or possibly even rising a little or maybe declining, but just a little. So I think we see a fairly stable market for at least the next quarter or two, right?
Yeah, nobody has a crystal ball, right? But we see right now 35, give it to me. Of that. We see 35% less transactions happening, 35% less listings on the market compared to last year. So as you see interest rate go up and buyers kind of figure out what the new reality is, sellers are also pausing and they're not moving. Sellers are not moving because of like, they don't want to, like Jad said, they don't want to take on that new interest rate. So on the other side, inventory is affected. So it's not only like interest rate went up, the market is going to crash. It's always about supply and demand.
Yep. So. just
Back
be
to drinking.
aware, right? Like we're our own best barometer of what's going on. Just always keep talking. What are you seeing? What's going on? You know, somebody else who sells houses or in the business, just ask them how it's going. Anytime somebody sold a house, how'd it go? How's your traffic? What was your sales price? Just always be kind of checking and keeping the pulse. That's another good thing that a good community of people is good for. Yeah, John.
The market statistics
Mhm.
today, talking to the finalists, in all of the 5 counties, 0.9 of a month of inventory.
When a stable market is
Less than 1 month currently on market.
one more than a third
Off. Or a third of what it should
or
be.
2/3 off from where a stable, normal-ish market would be, right?
I think that was given, like, you have such a contracted, inventory, that the extremes become more common.
Yep.
You get your 100 showing, you get your no showing, the extremes are becoming more common, because it's just less to look at.
I agree. So worth keeping an eye on, right? We're still doing deals. I'm gonna buy a deal at the end of the month and I'm sure it'll be fun to work it out.
One last thing I want to say about the market.
Yep.
The way I look at it is, first of all, news is 1 month behind, right? What you see on the news, they already had, the data has to come out, be processed. So you want to look at the macro, you want to look at the micro. You want to, every area is a little different. And when I talk to Joe, and he does a lot in Fair Lakes area, right? He has that perspective in that area. And I might talk to a neighbor and like they sold a house in Reston. One story is not all the story, but it is a factor. So put it through a filter of what I call a believability factor of like, okay, this is what he's hearing. That's what's going on there. This is what's going on. And this is what the news is saying. And here's what I see in the market. Do all of that for you to make your own conclusion.
I like it. All right, what's the thing say for just a second? All right, so you were just talking about this, that we need partners, we need people. It's really not optional. I'm not gonna renovate the house. I don't have all of the money for every deal that we're gonna do. I'm not a settlement attorney. We need people in our lives to get these deals done. So you have to have some people to buy, renovate, and then rent, sell, whatever your house. But I would suggest that you should want to have people, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just better to go through life with people that you like and enjoy talking to about your business, right? So be friendly. Just talk to people, get to know people, whether you need them for a particular transaction or not. Bring value, be the joy you want to see in the world, right? Do those things and it will come back.
Mark the month.
Somebody write that down. But then there will be some people who we consider actual superstars to our business, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows him. He's not here tonight. Rob Chabet, networking superstar. He just lives to add value to other people, right? Just how can I connect you with a person? How can I help you know more? How can I help you do more? You call the guy, you ask for a thing, you get more than you ask for. Those are the kind of people that you want to latch onto for dear life and treat them like gold, because that's what they are, right? There are certain people who just do more. Be one of those people if you can. But also, once you've identified one of those people, love on them, stay in touch with them, take them out for whatever it is that they consume, but keep them especially close, right? We have different spheres, right? Different buckets for our sphere, right?
Yeah.
We label them like A's and B's and C's and whatever for people we don't know and they kind of know us, and people we kind of know and they may do something, and people we're working with now. And then you've got the people like, I should probably call every month or two, whether I've got anything to say or not, let's just check in, right? Those are the people that you want to find some way to stay in routine contact with, because there are certain people who are really adders to those around them, find them. And by the way, be one, we're givers gain kind of people,
Yeah.
right?
We call it be a go-giver. We always heard be a go-getter, right? But be a go-giver. What does that mean? Like we talked about, Rob, or if you're always adding value to people, think of it like a bank account. Before I can withdraw money, I gotta make deposits, right? So if I go and add value to people, whether it's connecting them with somebody they need, whether it's giving them information they're looking for, or save them money or help them make money in the world of real estate, eventually it's all gonna come back around, right? So I have a story around that. My friend Jake back there came to Grid first time ever. And I was a part of a different real estate company. And he called me. He's like, yeah, I met this real estate agent. He teaches this investment classes all free. I'm like, that's impossible. There's got to be a catch. Right. But when you give and give and give, there's a lot of people that have like really entered our world, changed our lives, and our lives have changed because of it, because somebody was just like, I'm just going to give without even expectation of getting anything back. And over time, you end up building a massive business. You end up getting everything you want. You're really carried on the shoulders of your people.
Yeah, my story on it is the deal that we just sold for $35,000 over asking for cash came from someone who is in our Grid network. They run another of our Grid locations. We do this in more than one spot with people that we like, who are also go-givers and do what we do and talk like we talk and live like we live. And they come across deals and we know them because they're in our network. We talk a lot and we do deals together and we make money. I haven't had to put out a single postcard or nail a stupid sign to a tree trunk in 14 years. Because I just tell people what I do. I try to get other people to do it. I tell you everything I know. Buy me a warm Bud Light and I'll give you as much as I can possibly dump. Anybody need warm Bud Light? I swear I've got like 4 of them left. How many do you have? Still four warm Bud Lights. But it's about connecting, right?
Yeah.
And about giving more than you ask. What's Gary Vee call it? Jab, jab, hook.
Yeah, jab, jab, right hook, right? Like I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna give you something, then I'm gonna ask for something, right? Like again, like whatever value is in the business you're doing, the vertical you're doing, a lot of people are looking either for connection, looking to make money, looking to save money, or for information. And also people are looking to feel good about themselves, right? So if I do that to people over time, then I can make a call and say, hey, I'm looking for this. Can you help me out, right? I have a story. The house you renovated in Herndon, I went on a listing appointment talking to the seller. I couldn't believe it. After going through the, should we renovate the house? Should we just sell it as is? He said, I want to sell it to you guys as subject to. And the price he had in mind, I'm like, dude, you're leaving $100,000 on the table. And he's like, I've made enough money through you guys, through this network. I'm happy. I was like, oh, what? But this really happens where people are like, I've gotten wealthy because of this. I want you to have this. And we made $90,000 on that deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. A legal mumbo jumbo statements, but we're just telling you it happens. It happens frequently. So it could probably work for you too. All right. So who are these people then that we're going to want to know, that we need to know, that are in our business and that we talk to routinely? How about settlement agents?
Settlement agents, settlement attorneys.
They see a lot of transactions.
They see a lot of transaction when you need help. Like when things get sticky, I want to have an attorney. I want to have a settlement attorney that's going to answer my question without telling me I can't give you legal advice. So I got to build that relationship.
Yep. And settlement attorneys that work with investors kind of make life easier. Just things tend to go a little bit faster. The questions tend to be a little less repetitive. They kind of get how it works. So working with people who have worked in the business tends to be helpful, and they're out there. We'll talk about how to connect everybody, but if anybody wants to know someone, or everybody has someone that they think other people should know, we'll have a repository where we can all kind of put those names out or ask for those names, and we can find these people. But your settlement agents, title companies, pretty important. Hard money lenders. Nothing hard about it, right? Sure, is it hard to get money from people? No.
Have a good deal.
Have a good deal, get cash, right? Just about that simple, right? Lenders are always a key part of the process, because even if you got enough money, you'll make more if you use smart leverage. I know what smart leverage is. Justin's big on leverage. He'll tell you about what smart leverage can do for you and how you can raise your return using someone else's money. Contractors, relatively important. Contractors are going to help or hurt you get your house done, but also know other people who are doing things. We've gotten deals from contractors before. He's like, I know this guy is all banged up, doesn't know what they're doing. The house is a mess. They need out of their deal. Contractors know people that have projects that sometimes need bailed out, right? So get to know your decent contractors and stay in touch with them. I don't know what suppliers are. Suppliers of stuff, I guess, suppliers of material. Actually, I do know somebody who gets deals at Home Depot. They literally go around the depot chatting people up because you can just tell when a guy's a contractor. We're usually a little shabby looking at 8 o'clock in the morning, wandering the aisles of the depot. And has gotten deals from people, just talking to other people in places where investor type people tend to gather, like the home store at 8 o'clock in the morning at the pro aisle. Staging companies, that's another really important resource. Our
A
staging
good stager will
company-
make you money, right? It's not money you're spending, it's the money you're investing.
Yeah, and yeah, obviously staging is important. I don't know, we'll talk about that, I think, another month, if we talk about like how you make money on a rehab and what went into it and what you got out of it. But yes, staging is, I think, critically important as a thing to do. But these people also work with other investors. That's the key. All of these people work with other people, other investors, other sellers, other agents. So it's not just about any one, it's about the connection of all of them to one another. And you never know who's going to have an opportunity for you. Home stagers might know an agent who's got a house that they were talking about cleaning up and staging, even though the roof is caved in and the basement's flooded out. You find out about that, you can make an offer before a thing goes on the market. How do I know? Just did it. Bought a house that the agent knew that could have gone to the market, but they didn't. I got to it first. Ask people who they know, who's got stuff that you might want to know about. You'd be surprised what comes up. Obviously, real estate agent.
Skip that one, no one cares.
Who knows? Nobody knows needs or knows a real estate agent, right? Obviously, agents are the most active in the real estate market. You need to know a ton of them, and hopefully have them know you. Estate attorneys, a great one. We've bought a number of deals through estate attorneys. Estates need to be settled. Estate properties are oftentimes owned by people who aren't in the area. They oftentimes have different motivations. I'd like to get rid of this property and get my money now, please, right? Those all sound like great motivating factors for me. And if you were here a month or two ago, we talked about motivated sellers, I think, right? The kind of things that motivate people. Estate attorneys come across motivated sellers and they're in the phone book or whatever the internet calls the phone book now. They're easy to find and they're easy to chat at. And there aren't that many people that try, honestly. I contact the state attorneys every once in a while. Like, nobody ever calls me asking for business.
Yeah.
Let me help you find some business first. Like, we know anybody that needs an estate attorney. Can I refer them to you? Great, thanks. And if you ever come across anybody that needs to sell their property, here's my number. That works. Divorce attorneys, that's a potentially motivating situation, right? You just think of people who are involved in situations that might involve real estate, where there might be some kind of motivation to deal with a thing, right? Those are the people that you want to know, and you want them to know that you exist. It's been a minute, but Rob actually was really good friends with a couple of divorce attorneys that we got plenty of business out of, a lot on the agent side. And every once in a while, a deal shook out of it too. And then I guess just any attorney in general, I think probably worth knowing, because they deal with people who have issues that come up, right? That's what we do. We're creative problem solvers. We're usually not buying the prettiest house on the block that has no problems at all, and that any smart person could find a good agent, put a sign in the yard and sell for a lot of money. We're solving problems. Mike, how many problems did your last deal have? All of them. They had all of them. There was probably eventually maybe going to be an attorney involved in at least one or two of those deals. But that's where the opportunities come from. They come from problems. So we're trying to reach people who are talking to people who may have a problem. And then obviously wholesalers and other investors. You want to know wholesalers, because those are people who specialize in marketing, letting people know they'll buy their ugly house for cash and then they'll sell you that contract, right? That's how we got the last deal. We paid our wholesaler a nice fee and got our deal.
As you meet all of these people, always look at how I can add value first, rather than, do you have a deal for me? Or call that state attorney and say, hey, like, if you find any deals. A good question to ask when you meet someone, we'll see how many people do it tonight, is, how can I help you this month? What are you looking for that I can connect you with this week, right? When you ask somebody that specifically, they'll think for a second, I'll give you something. Now you have an opportunity to actually add value, something that's specific to them, rather than something that's very random.
I like that. And there's a pop quiz there. So we're all good. Oh, yeah, and please, and yes, please ask your question. Anybody ask questions?
Yeah, I didn't see property appraiser on your list.
Ooh, thank
I got
you.
a great friend of mine who's property appraiser, so wealth of information when I can look to buy stuff.
That is a great contact to have. What else? Anything else spring to mind? Do it. Mind expanding exercise. What do I hear? Designer like a home designer, architect, that kind of thing. They're working in houses. What else?
Structural engineer is helpful.
Yes, by the time the structural engineer's involved, there's probably something going on. As long as you can fix it, I'll buy it. What else? Paul, you have one? Property manager, of course, property manager. John comes across people all the time that maybe want to sell a property, right? Motivated landlords, absentee landlords, as we all know, a great market.
Home inspector, yeah, home inspector.
Home inspector.
I think you're doing like I want beer or something.
Home inspectors are in all kinds of houses and may find out about stuff that might be worth knowing. What else?
Finance guy.
Finance people, money people, yep.
Hard money lender. Yeah, money lender.
Anybody involved in any kind of finance, right, will maybe occasionally come across somebody that has some kind of situation going on that involves real estate where you can help. That's not a bad one. Yeah.
Maybe some of the local government people that you probably might want to get some help from.
Government people, maybe. I'm with the government and I'm here to help. You hear that all the time. Yeah, quite possibly. Entirely possible. Anything else that
I think I'm still behind, and I'm still thinking about the last slide, actually. You were saying added value
Mhm.
to the individual part of the team. But like, like, for example, how do you go about that? Like,
Yeah, why are you here tonight?
go learn.
Learn. So what are you looking to specifically learn?
Who's paying this?
Awesome. Maybe we'll grab a coffee and chat about that. Right? I'm gonna ask you specifically what you want. If I can do it, I'll do it. If not, I'm gonna connect you with somebody that can do that. I'm gonna write that down, right? We'll talk later about having a database to keep all of this. But I'm just gonna, there's maybe a way I add value in my vertical of business. As an agent, I wanna, provide information. I wanna help people save money and make money. But if I don't ask you specifically what you're looking for, I'm just gonna do like a cookie cutter thing. So it's better to actually ask specifically, like, how can I help you this month? What are you looking to accomplish? Why are you here? Or sometimes you meet somebody and just ask them specifically what they're looking to improve in their work, for example.
Yep. And just promote, find out what people do and say, well, so what kind of business are you in? What are you looking for in the way of clients? If I ever know anybody that needs that thing, I would be happy to send them your way. And when you get a chance, tell people like they're awesome. If you're looking to know something about Fairfax, Joe Tedder is your guy. If you're looking for money, Cherie has money. Mark and Teresa have money and they're wonderful people. Justin has money and he's smart and he knows a lot about DSCR lending and other creative ways to finance property. And John Malatesta manages my property and I never have to answer the phone call. Promote people, right? Find out who they are. Tell other people that you know people that you like and that they should know and that they should work with, and it'll come back. So
Let me add something to that. Sometimes, like just the example of let's grab coffee and we'll talk about that. Sometimes an intention, especially I think in the world of real estate for agents, it's like, I'm trying to get something. I'm trying to get your sale, right? But if my intention really is to add value to you, and you might just not use me, that's okay. Over the years, my business will grow exponentially because you know people, you'll refer people, you'll introduce me to other people. So just go out with the intention of, I'm just going to do what's best for you. And the universe will just bring it back for me.
Am I missing anybody else? Anything else come to mind for other people that we should try to keep in mind for projects? The big guy? Pray. Let's pray. Let's all pray for you. That might work.
What about accountants?
Accountants. Thank you. That's an excellent one. Accountants have all kinds of clients. My accountant could probably tell you all kinds of motivating factors about people.
Exchange attorney.
A 1031 exchange. Yeah, Bill is not here. Bill Horan, 1031 man.
1031.net.
He knows a lot. He's 1031.net.
Yep.
Shout out to Bill Horan. Hopefully he's listening back at home. 1031 expert and a really solid quality person to talk about who knows people. And then speaking of like accountants and other people that we give money to provide services to us, anybody you give money to, why don't you tell them what it is that you do? Like literally anyone that you give money to, tell them what it is that you do. Hey, I'm a real estate investor. I help people solve problems through real estate. If you ever know anybody that has something happening that may involve real estate that's a little bit weird, a little bit sticky, and might need some kind of creative thinking, I would love to be of service. Literally everybody. Rob Story is his former boss a long time ago
Insurance
in
sales,
insurance
yep.
sales, told his people, your dry cleaner better buy insurance from you. Your accountant better buy insurance from you. If you give somebody money, you need to at least be telling them the business that you're in and kind of hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Hey, dentist, I'm just dropping $5,000 on some fillings. How about you buy some insurance from me? Or in our case, everybody's got to feed up house insurance. No harm. You're there. You're in the chair anyway. You're forking over money. They like you. Tell them what you do. Maybe something comes from it. Right? So I expect us all to mumble and spit numbly at their dentist next time to see if they've got a deal. So, oh, this is a pop quiz.
Yeah.
Where do we find these people? Anybody?
Yeah, good answer.
Who said here?
Nice.
Look at this guy, he's again. All right, what do we have for him besides the warm button? What does the next slide say? It's here. Yeah, right. This is a room full of people. How many people in here are involved as an agent? Okay, thank you, Hanson. How many people in here have money to lend? Yeah, that's good. Hanson. How many people here are involved in like the trades, contracting, anything inside of a house? Awesome, we got that. Anybody here in like the specialty trades? I know we've got engineers in the room, right? Saw an engineer over there, right? Here, right? Just do this. This is, spoiler alert, this is why I've been doing this for 14 years. I get to meet people. Some of them come back, some of them are new. Eventually, we all do business together and we all make money. Literally just do this. But also while you're out and about in the world, spending money with other people, make sure they know you exist and what you do. See if you can't get some of your money back by suggesting they call you if they have a situation that you ought to know about. So let's do this on a higher level though. Rather than just randomly say hello to people, what if we got a little more scientific about it? What if we thought about how to stay in touch with people? How do you stay in touch with people?
Well, first I got to collect the information.
All right.
Right. Then I got to save the information. So
anyone can take the reservation. You got to do what?
Keep the reservation.
Keep the reservation. There's some people, there's some Seinfeld age people out here, right?
I've only seen that episode.
So anyone can collect the business card. You got to do something with the business card, right?
Yeah, you got to save it and then you got to do something, but you got to reach back out, right? So sometimes, a lot of times you meet people in a networking event, but how many people reach out the next morning and just send a text, give a call, schedule a cup of coffee? Those are the people that are going to create the connections, and they're going to benefit most from those connections.
And not that many people actually do it. Not that many people actually use the phone anymore to call and just say hello, right? I will have investment property for sale in DC coming up in like the next 30 days. Let's see if the phone rings tomorrow. I'm not a DC real estate investor, otherwise I'd buy it. I can explain to you why, but there are other people who are and who make plenty of money with it. All I know is I got a line on some deals that I told the person I would pass along to somebody else. Anybody wants to know about it, come find me. And then just call people, right? Calls are great. Text is probably the second best thing you can do. Then after text come your emails and
social media,
market blasts and social media posts and stuff like that.
On social media, anybody you meet, if you're active on social media or not, I want to go at them, right? Like this is my network. It's going to grow, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. I'm going to add them. And that's one way of me staying in touch through everything I do. Like they'll remember me. I stay top of mind, right? So the goal is top of mind. When they think of real estate, when they think of a contractor, they think of Mark. When they think of selling their home, they think of me. When they think of whatever you do, they think of you. And you can't just keep calling somebody because they're going to eventually block you. So you want to stay in contact through different ways.
Unless you're calling something of great value.
Absolutely. If you got value every day, that's do that.
Yeah. Call me every day with something really, really good. Call me every day with a deal. I'll answer every time. All right. Well, what else do we do?
Stay in touch.
Oh, lunches, coffee. Everybody's got to eat, right? How many listings does Rob take a year from taking people out to coffee and talking about business?
We did. Yeah.
Agents, by the way, let's talk about real estate investing, right? Let's go to lunch and ask anybody in your sphere. to go to lunch and talk about real estate investing, and do that. You are now part of a real estate investing mastermind, so you will be able to relay information to your clients. But really, what are you doing? Just getting them to know, like, and trust you, and then when they're ready to sell, ooh, who's that really cool dude who was talking to me about how I could buy a property, renovate it, fix it up, rent it back out, make a few $100s a month, do that 10 times in my lifetime, and quit at 40. Maybe that guy can sell my house. That's all it is. Take the information, give it away, take people to lunch. What can I do to help you build wealth today? Do that, and then when they're ready, they'll come to you and be happy to give you business for the thing that you do. So agents, the easiest way you can make money is spend like 80 bucks a month on Starbucks, taking people to lunch, and it will pay you back a gajillion times. And then, all right, email. So what do we do for our email marketing campaigns? How does a touch program work?
So what we do in our team is every 2 weeks, we're sending an email, a newsletter. Now, instead of going out there and trying to perfect something yourself, well, first of all, ChatGPT is not out there. You can just go and say, give me a newsletter and you'll spit something out, right? So, but before that, there are companies out there that would make it for you, right? If there's something of value that you can add in that newsletter, your email will be, more read. And most of the time, we don't read the emails we get. We just see like, oh, Mark sent me an email and I'm just going to archive it or delete it. But I remember in my subconscious that I saw Mark's name, and then I saw him on Facebook, and then he calls me once a month or once, however often. So for example, here, I have a newsletter that goes out to my investor network with deals, with things that are in there. So if you want to be part of that, make sure you're part of the Grids, this meetup group, right? But all you got to do is once a month at minimum, or once every 2 weeks, have something of value that goes out. Not something that talks about me, but something that's valuable to them.
What do you use? What platform?
Mailjet.
Mailjet?
To send it out, yeah. And I guess at this point, leverage matters, right? Like I can't do everything myself. So you can get other people to do that for you. But in the beginning, you just do everything yourself. Look at technology that's cheaper. Look at, for example, I really think ChatGPT is a game changer. I can just go put something in there, it'll spit something out. I can just create a list of everybody I meet over time. Maybe in my CRM, I'm going to tag them out. He's an investor, he's a contractor. And so I'm looking for somebody I can quickly pull them up. But my newsletter is going to go out to everybody.
CRM stands for
Customer Relationship Management System.
So our company uses Zoho, but on the agent side, you guys are big fans of
Brevity, yeah.
Right? That is the program that you use, dump the names into, and then Mailjet is the sub-program that you use to send out campaigns that say, hey, we're alive.
Yeah.
We have a thing of value to share with you. Please open, like, subscribe.
Yeah, so the CRM is to keep all the information. We're going to go pull out all the list of people that are in there once a month because it grows, or once every 2 weeks, and put it in Mailjet or MailChimp, or there's other services out there that just send a newsletter out quickly.
Yep. So the point is, have a place to put people so that it's not just a card and a rubber band in your top desk drawer, and then have a way to, once you've got the information somewhere, just occasionally reach out. Maybe not every other day if it's just you got a deal, you got a deal, you got a deal, but you can do it once a quarter just to say, hey, how are you? Just reaching out to say hello. But like I said, good ChatGPT your way into interesting conversation. I guarantee you type in interesting conversation, it'll give you something of interest.
I've been using it and I'm so impressed. Like
it doesn't matter what the topic is. Real estate, classic cars, collecting wine, gesundheit, whatever. Say something of some relative interest in anything that you saw you thought just was randomly interesting to anybody. Just reach out and let the people that you know that you're still alive. The better information you have, the more value you have to give, the more your emails will be read and hopefully responded to. But the main point is stay in front, stay top of mind, stay in front of people. Use technology that doesn't take a lot of effort to use. Zoho is good. It's a little complicated. Brevity is really good if you're an agent. Who else has a CRM that they like to just keep information in?
Yeah, we use Pipedrive.
Pipedrive, Pipedrive.
Exactly.
Okay. Does that do automatic information capture from email, for instance?
It's not automated.
I don't know what happened to them.
Contactually was the only,
Contractually.
Compass bottom and shut it down.
I don't know. Anybody ever come up with a replacement for contractually? It had a Gmail add-on where if someone emailed you, it automatically scrapes all of their contact information and put it into CRM. Anyone at all
Game changer.
responded to anything, you got it with no effort, auto magically. I haven't seen by that.
Python, you're able to put your contact form on the website and it automatically goes and that way.
So there are other things you can do if you're trying to, if you have websites and you're driving traffic and you can collect data. All of those things, you can use a program like Zapier to zap and move stuff around and all of that. Nothing is as easy as something that scrapes it from an email, but I don't know of one that still does that yet. But find the one that's easiest to use. Gmail can work if you're good at naming people, labeling them, having a contact list, and you can have a contact list of agents. I want to just check with agents every so often and say, hey, agents, I'm a real estate investor. I buy houses for cash with easy terms quickly. If you have something, let me know. Have a bucket list for lenders. Hey, lenders, I'm existing. I do deals. If you ever want to see any of my deals, let me know if you have any of your deals from any of your other borrowers that crap out. Let me know. I'd love to step in and make sure that your loans still happen, right? You've got contractors, stay in touch with them. You've got settlement, whatever, right? Bucket. Just put people in their little bucket so that your message can be kind of germane to that person. Super easy. You can do that in Gmail. But even better if you have a better CRM.
Yeah, the number one question I think, and I seen the agent side is like, what CRM should I use? Best CRM is the one you're going to use, right? Before you go fancy, there's a lot of tools out there. And as your business grows, you can get fancier and more expensive. But in the beginning, there's so many free ones out there too. There's so many for $10 a month that are fantastic, right? So just start there.
Yeah, back in the day, we all did it on spreadsheets, highly manual and annoying, but whatever, it was useful, it worked, right? Just find the thing that works and is easy for you to use, that you're willing to use.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is just collect the information, stick it in a drawer, and then it goes away. Find a way to stay in touch.
One other thing about database, if the CRM at one point, the one you use, is able to tag people, I think it's valuable to tag the different relationships, right? Sometimes we tag people, like if they're in a pipeline, if I'm a contractor or an agent, I want to, or a lender, maybe like, hey, is it hot? Is it cold? Like, how many months is this through conversion? That's separate than the relationship I have with this person. So think of A, B, C. The way it works in our business, A's are the people I know and they know me. If I call them, they know me. I know them. They'll do business with me and they'll probably refer business to me. So those are my A's. B's are all of that minus they probably won't refer business to me, but they know me. I know them. They use me if something comes up. And C's are the people that just know me. If I call them, they're not like, who is this? Right? They'll answer the phone and they know who I am. And everybody else, we don't tag in this category.
All right. So show of hands, what he's calling are A's, people that we know that will likely, possibly refer me business, right? They're not complete randos. They're people that at least kind of know what I do and maybe would send me something. Who knows some of those people that they would categorize that way? Right? Pretty good amount, right? Everybody knows you. All right. Of those people, everybody hands up. How many of you have called those people in the last year? How many people called them in the last month? How many people have called one of those people last week? How many people have called one of those people today?
Family doesn't count.
Family doesn't, right? So there you go. If I could end with anything, there's not enough phone calls being made. We all talk to a lot of people on the phone because you need to, because you get something you need out of them. There's very little just, you're important. What can I do for you today? Kind of phone calls happening. We know a few people who do it, and the ones that do it more routinely get a lot more business than everybody else. So get back in touch with the good old fashioned check-in phone call.
Yeah, I think call reluctance comes from, I feel like I'm taking something. But if hey, what can I do for them? How can I give them something? Then it becomes so much easier, right? Like, Brandon, you just started with our team and you started making some calls around an event we have. And you started just inviting people to this event. Like, hey, by the way, I got into real estate. I'm doing this now. I want to invite you to this event. And what was the reaction? Everyone loves it, right?
Free beer. As long as it's cold.
Yeah. So it feels scary, but if I give something, I realize, man, think about the feeling person gets when your phone shows up on their phone. If you're consistently giving them something, saving them money, making money for them, they'll want to answer you. They're happy to see you. But if I'm constantly asking, like, do you have more business for me? Do you know anybody that's looking to do something? They're not gonna answer me.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what else we got? So. The
Talked about
CRM,
that a
we
little
talked about, Zoho, Copper, those Gmail add-ons are helpful. Trello, we use to track different things in the company. That's kind of another add-on thing. But again, the most important piece of technology is your phone, and the second one is the CRM that you will use, whatever way you keep track of people that will remind you to reach out to them. Yeah.
The A's are the know you, they refer you, and what are the B?
You categorize them the way you think. The way we do it, A's know me. I know them, they know me, they'll do business with me, and they'll refer business to me. B is all of that minus they probably won't refer business to me. So they know me, they'll do business with me. When they think about whatever they want that I do, when they want to do that, they'll call me. And C is just they just know me.
And it's a funnel, right? There's the universe up here of all people. They kind of maybe know I exist. They know I exist and maybe I can do some kind of business with them. They would maybe help send business to me, and we're working together routinely on stuff. These people, I just kind of need to try to let them know that I exist so I can move them down and down and down and down until I've got as many people as possible that we're routinely doing stuff. And then that's back to the original point of just love on those people. These people need to know I exist. These people need to know I love them. And so that's what you're doing. You're just trying to build that funnel of people, and you change the message for just know that I exist. Please love me. To change the message, We're working. I love you, right? At the bottom of the funnel, and stay in closest contact with those people who you do the most business with. And they will self-select. They will make themselves known to you, right? Staying in touch with those people. Every time I have that conversation, I think of a couple of people like, man, I probably need to make that call. So I need to make sure I make that mental note. I got to make sure I go back and make that call, because it's been too long since I've talked to a couple of people that I know are really important to my business. So do that. That's the point of the exercise. That's the point of the entire discussion. Get people to know you, get them to like you, get them down to the funnel where you're doing stuff together, and then make sure that they know you love them and that you're bringing value to them. Yeah, that follow.
Normally like random calls, or just call them cold, like, hey, how you doing? Or do you text them, hey, are you free at this time?
Yeah. So
Adds value, right? Like when you get them to know, the first call is like, I don't know what they're looking for, but if I ask over time, I'm going to record that in my CRM. I'm going to remember things about them. I'm going to remember things about their family. So it goes from cold to actually really warm, right?
And the way that you'll do it, that it actually maybe gets done, is you just time block and say, all right,